You don't need to throw away everything to live a minimalistic lifestyle. Hi there, it's Luigi, and welcome to Catapult Capitalism, your guide in making smart financial moves for your future. If you enjoy watching our videos, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get updated whenever we upload a new video. If you want to live a more minimalist and intentional lifestyle but are still afraid to part with your belongings, then this video is for you. Many people associate minimalism with possessing as few possessions as possible, a bizarre preoccupation with tidying and tossing out as many items as possible. Yes, decluttering and purchasing less are crucial components. However, eliminating non-material distractions and making conscious decisions in all areas of life are equally important. Here are the different ways to try minimalism that don't require throwing things out. Declutter. Okay, so beginning a minimalistic lifestyle requires some decluttering, but they aren't valuable items in any way, just rubbish. Saying goodbye to them will not be an emotional difficulty, as it may be with other methods of decluttering. This is a very simple and straightforward minimalist step that may nonetheless considerably enhance your life by eliminating a lot of completely unnecessary items that yet take up a lot of space. In this context, garbage is typically anything that A. is no longer functional, for example, damaged things, outdated technologies, or expired products. B. was always garbage. Think worthless paper junk. C. you can decide if you need it in 2 seconds. For example, old magazines or clothes that no longer fit. Make clutter-free zones. It's one thing to clear a home. Maintaining it clutter-free is quite another. Of course, if you live a more purposeful minimalist lifestyle, chances are you'll have a lower influx of stuff to find a place for. But in the meanwhile, you may build distinct clutter-free spaces that you pay greater attention to as a first start. Try going all in and selecting areas in your home that tend to accumulate more objects and are messier than others, such as the kitchen counter, desktop, bedroom flooring, or sofa. Because they are often the focal points of a room, even a couple of errant things can give the impression that the entire space is cluttered. If the focal points of a room are clean and uncluttered, the whole environment will be orderly. Get in the habit of not leaving anything about, at least at these important places. Discover your values. Most minimalist manifestos and guides will tell you that simplicity may help you eliminate excess so you can locate and focus on the genuinely significant things in your life. We may ultimately live a more satisfying and deliberate existence if our minds and homes are not crowded and we have razor-keen focus on what is essential to us. And while this is completely true, phrases like these can sometimes be a little too flowery for some. When it comes to making lifestyle changes, always prefer a more practical approach and tangible recommendations. So, if discovering your values seems appealing but you're not sure where to begin, create a value list using the following categories. You may, of course, extend them. These are just the 5 fundamental areas: personal life, social life, career, hobbies, and financial. List your values or priorities under each of these headlines. Everything you value, everything you want to accomplish, everything you want to devote more time to is what makes you happy. This is your ideal life list, the objectives you should strive for. Create a second column next to these items and identify anything that might prevent you from attaining them. These are the items you should keep to a minimum. Play the value game. When was the last time you glanced around and considered the items you use every day? That's probably not something we do very often. We buy something, become enthusiastic about it for a few hours or days, and then the enthusiasm fades. We grow used to them, and finally, we get bored and go out to discover new things. If we wish to live a simpler lifestyle, we must interrupt this pattern. Don't believe that we should stop being enthused about buying beautiful things. We just need to expand it and learn to be satisfied with what we have and only buy things when we have a good cause. So set aside some time, settle down, and enjoy this little value game. Consider anything you possess and consider why you appreciate it and how you felt when you received it. Was it a wise investment? If so, why? And why not if not? It's a very pleasant deed that will bring back a lot of wonderful sentiments and more often than not, a lot of fantastic realizations about your buying habits. If you can't think of anything nice to say about it, can't remember the last time you used it, or just wonder, why the hell do I still possess this? That's okay too. They are your greatest prospects for decluttering. However, always draw your conclusions in order to prevent repeating the same buying blunders. Clean up your social media feed. Minimalism is more of general philosophy and attitude about wanting to eliminate everything that does not add to life in a positive manner, and social media is frequently included in this group. Trying to strike a balance between our social media lives and consumption may be difficult. Because there is so much noise, it might be difficult to discover and focus on the important things. We all go down YouTube or Pinterest from time to time, follow individuals we no longer care about, and spend far too much time being involved in other people's lives. But does stalking on social media help us grow? Does following a certain influencer make your life better? If yes, then that's a good thing. But if not, then you should think twice. Keep track of how much time you spend on social media and continually ask yourself, how does it or the person I follow offer value to my life? Take the plunge and clean your social media life by daring to mute or unfollow material you no longer appreciate. Begin tracking your expenses. Regularly tracking your expenditures may provide you with an accurate picture of where your money is going and where you'd prefer it go instead. Determine your spending patterns by making a list of all of your accounts, including your bank account and all credit cards. Examining your accounts will assist you in determining where your money is going. Begin categorizing your spending. Some credit cards automatically categorize your purchases, such as department stores or automobiles. You could discover that those target impulsive purchases are costing you a lot of money. Or perhaps you'll find you're paying for recurring subscription services you don't need. Be prepared to make changes as you track. It is worthwhile to keep track of your monthly costs because of what you will discover. Expense tracking may be quite useful for determining what's truly costing you and what isn't as awful as you imagined. Try a shopping ban. If we want to become better, more conscious consumers, we must all confront and analyze our buying behaviors at some time. A shopping ban is an excellent strategy for this. It doesn't have to be a massive commitment, such as a 1-year shopping restriction, but a 1-week ban won't achieve anything either. Aim for 1 or 2 months to get used to not buying anything, and to experience all of the highs and lows that come with it. A month of not shopping is a really educational and entertaining experience. You can discover, for example, if certain events trigger your expenditure. If you have a sudden shopping impulse, attempt to figure out why. You'll also utilize what you have a lot more, and more than likely, you'll notice the several advantages of not spending, ranging from extra money in the bank to a sense of accomplishment at being able to resist the million enticing impulses thrown at us on a daily basis by business and marketing professionals. Living with less will help you to appreciate what you have more. Minimalism in a physical setting helps you to appreciate a few things in a deeper sense than having a lot of crowded stuff. It is similar to mindfulness in that it encourages you to think about what you include or exclude from your life. If you're thinking of starting to live more simply in your house, consider why you're doing it. Whether it's to save money, spend more time with family, or even retire early and enjoy your retirement years. This is especially significant since, at its core, minimalist living is about living a more focused and purposeful existence. The purpose of minimalism isn't just to possess less stuff, but to live a more meaningful life. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification icon so you can be notified whenever we upload new videos. Thank you so much for tuning in to Catapult Capitalism. See you later.